The cameras had finally stopped rolling. The director had called the final wrap, and the set that had once been alive with the frenetic energy of 100 crew members was slowly beginning to empty. It was one of those rare, fleeting moments on a film production where the artificial world they had all been living in for months suddenly dissolves, and the real world rushes back in with an almost jarring quietness. The lights that had been so brilliantly harsh were dimmed, the microphones were packed away, and the script pages that had been dog-eared, highlighted, and memorized were now just loose leaves of paper. In the middle of this quiet chaos, a simple, profound human moment unfolded, a moment that seemed to stop the very air around it. It was a goodbye, but it was so much more than that. It was a culmination of months of shared experience, of vulnerability, of laughter, and of the quiet understanding that only two people who have built a world together can truly know. Song Weilong, who had inhabited his characters so completely for the past several months, stood a few feet away from Zhang Jingyi, and the space between them was thick with unspoken words and the heavy weight of an ending. He walked toward her with a softness that was impossible to ignore, a deliberate gentleness that starkly contrasted with the urgency and bravado of the character he had just been playing. The entire crew seemed to slow down, their packing and bustling fading into a distant hum as they became accidental witnesses to this intimate exchange. As Song Weilong reached Zhang Jingyi, he didn't stop at a polite distance or offer a perfunctory pat on the shoulder. Instead, he opened his arms wide and pulled her into a warm, enveloping hug. It wasn't a casual hug, it was the kind of hug that speaks of deep gratitude and even deeper affection. It was a gesture that completely disregarded the usual boundaries of a professional working relationship, a raw and genuine expression of human connection that is rarely seen in the bustling, often transactional environment of a film set. The genuine nature of the embrace, the way his arms wrapped around her securely, told a story of two souls who had truly seen each other through the long, grueling hours and the peak emotional demands of bringing a story to life. But it was what happened next that truly captured the hearts of everyone watching and, subsequently, the millions who would see the video clips and photographs circulating online. As the hug lingered for a heartbeat longer than a typical farewell, Song Weilong gently raised his hand and placed it on the back of Zhang Jingyi's head, stroking her hair with a tenderness that was breathtakingly intimate. This was the moment that transformed a simple farewell into a legend. It was the kind of gesture typically reserved for the closest of loved ones, a silent communication of comfort, reassurance, and profound affection, the soft expression on his face, the way his eyes seemed to soften and a small, almost imperceptible smile played on his lips. It was all a testament to a bond that had grown far deeper than mere acting partners. It was a look that said, "I know this is hard, and I know we have to go, but this time we shared was real, and I will carry it with me." The gentle stroke of his hand was a period at the end of a long, beautiful sentence, a final punctuation mark that signified not just the end, but a beautiful, heartfelt conclusion. Zhang Jingyi, for her part, appeared to be deeply affected by the gesture. She leaned into the hug, her eyes closed, a visible wave of emotion washing over her features. She looked as if she was holding back a tide of feelings, trying to memorize the feeling of the embrace, the scent of his cologne, the warmth of his hand on her head. She didn't pull away, she didn't laugh it off or try to make it into a joke, as many actors might to lighten the mood. Instead, she stood there, vulnerable and present, accepting the comfort he was offering. It was evident in her body language that she wasn't quite ready for the moment to end, that she wanted to freeze this moment in time. Her reluctance to let go was a powerful counterpoint to his tenderness, creating a scene of mutual vulnerability and care. This wasn't just one person expressing their feelings, it was a reciprocal moment, a silent conversation where both were speaking the same unspoken language of the heart. You could see her processing the gravity of the goodbye, the end of a chapter that had clearly been one of the most significant of her career. In that single, wordless exchange, they managed to communicate everything that was needed to be said. The hug spoke of shared burdens and triumphs, the comfort of knowing someone has your back in the high-stakes world of filmmaking. The gentle head pat spoke of a protective fondness, a moment where he was not just her co-star, but someone who genuinely cared for her well-being and was trying to soften the blow of this inevitable goodbye. Their expressions, captured in vivid detail by the cameras, were brimming with raw, unfiltered emotion. There were no meticulously crafted PR statements to analyze, no carefully worded social media posts to decode. There was just the honest truth of two people who had grown incredibly close, standing on the precipice of a major change, sharing a final, silent moment of connection. It was the kind of moment that scriptwriters dream of crafting, yet it was completely spontaneous and real, proving that sometimes the most powerful narratives are the ones that are unplanned. Throughout their journey together on this project, Weilong and Zhang Jingyi have consistently displayed a natural and undeniable chemistry that has captivated audiences from the very first episode. Their on-screen relationship felt authentic because it was built on a foundation of mutual respect and trust that was palpable even when the cameras weren't rolling. This behind-the-scenes farewell only solidified that perception, giving viewers a glimpse into the true depth of their connection. It provided a heartwarming confirmation that the magic we see on screen is often rooted in something genuine off-screen. The way they interacted with each other, the constant laughter, the inside jokes, and the shared moments of quiet contemplation all hinted at a partnership that was unique. But this simple, meaningful gesture of a hug and a head pat was the ultimate proof, stripping away all pretense and leaving only the honest emotion of two people who had shared something special. Fans and observers were quick to pick up on the significance of this moment. The internet erupted with comments and analyses, with many noting how this farewell was far more intimate and evocative than any staged fan service or media play could ever hope to be. It wasn't a performance, it was a reaction. It was the unguarded moment that broke through the carefully constructed walls of celebrity, revealing the human beings underneath. This raw, genuine display of emotion is precisely what resonates so deeply with fans, who often crave a sense of authenticity from the stars they admire. The tender scene created a powerful narrative of its own, a beautiful and poetic coda